Damn, this nigga got a whole goddamn. He really got a blog.
All right, HNL Judah.
Yes, sir.
MSTV.
What's going on? What's up?
I appreciate you stopping by the platform, man.
Oh, man, I appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, I've been hearing some of the music you've been cooking out of, Red Room Studios lately. And, we wanted to get you on the platform, just talk about, your life and the history of your music, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So first off, let's start with the name, the HNL. What does that stand for?
HNL stands for Hustle Nation Life and or Hustle Nation La Familia. That comes from pretty much like my day ones, my brothers, that I grew up with. We got this thing that we, it's like a label, entertainment, clothing line. You know what I'm saying? It's a family. You feel me? So that's where the HNL come from.
And Judah.
Judah, that is pretty much the tribe I'm from. Tribe of Judah.
Okay.
Me being Hebrew, the Israelite, this is what I believe, and things like that. So, yeah, line of Judah, man. That's what it is.
All right, let's take it back to the beginning a little bit. All right, where were you born?
I was actually born in Ocala, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, right there at Monroe.
Ocala. All right.
Yeah.
Monroe, gotcha. You were raised there too?
Nah. My OG, man, she moved us to Atlanta when I was young. And then actually I ended up moving to Virginia for a while, man, Roanoke, Virginia, with my grandparents, for like a year or two. And then I went back to Atlanta, once my mama got everything situated.
You said Virginia, that's where Oak Hill, Roanoke, that's where Oak Hill,
I think so, but I'm not sure. I just know it's full of mountains. It's in the mountains and it's up there.
That's the high school team that is real big out there, Oak Hill.
Yeah.
All right, so Atlanta, what age exactly did you move there?
I have to say when I left Virginia, I was probably in kindergarten, first grade, around there. Yeah, I was in kindergarten, first grade.
Kindergarten,
you know what I'm saying? Grade. So when we first went to Atlanta, I had to have been in pre-K, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you stayed there until what age?
Man, I grew up in Atlanta. I moved back to Florida, back to Ocala when I was 18. Yeah.
So pretty much from pre-K to 18.
Yeah, I was in Atlanta.
So yeah, 18. Yeah.
But I was always back and forth though. I stayed.
So yeah, family.
Back and forth. Yeah. My whole family down here. My whole family.
And what part of Atlanta? You stayed in different parts or just one part?
Well, I grew up on the east side first. Redan, Stone Mountain. I went to Shadow Rock Elementary School. I went to Redan Middle School, Stevenson Middle School. Then I ended up moving to Gwinnett, to the north side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the north. I was at Meadow Creek for a while. Yeah, I was in Gwinnett for a while.
That's where the Migos.
Yeah, facts.
Migos.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. That's how I know Gwinnett.
And actually, their school was our rival school. So we used to go through it. We used to fight basketball games, football games, the whole nine. We used to go through it, man. And then I ended up moving back to the east side. But this time I moved to Flat Shows. Flat Shows for a while. You know what I'm saying? Actually, my people still on Flat Shows right now, and Panola. You know what I'm saying, around there. So yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So if you could describe Atlanta in a couple words, growing up, how would you describe it?
I would say Atlanta is, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of fun, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of business there, you know what I'm saying, obviously it's a place where people go to, to come up, you know what I'm saying, to get on their feet, and be successful. It's very influential, always coming across celebrities, you know what I'm saying, it's in the South, so, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, celebrities out there too, man. It's there's so many stars in Atlanta, so
yeah,
I'm assuming they be, when you out there, you see them at the mall, pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. But Atlanta taught me a lot though. Like I said, that's where I grew up at. So it's the culture is real different. You know what I'm saying, and Atlanta is a place where you can really be yourself. You know what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So straight.
All right, and growing up in Atlanta and then coming back to Florida, you say you were always visiting, but you say you moved back When you're 18?
Yeah, I was 18.
How long did you stay?
Oh man, I did my last year of high school down here.
What school?
Westport.
Westport. Okay.
Went to Westport.
Gotcha.
After I didn't graduate. I ended up having to go to this little credit recovery. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting my diploma after I finished high school, and then I ended up going back to Atlanta right after I finished. You know what I'm saying? High school. Ended up catching the case in Atlanta. Then I came back down here for a while. Went back up there, came back down here, caught another case. Yeah. So.
Like, did you play sports?
Yeah. I played sports in high school when I first got to high school.
Okay.
Football, basketball, track. Was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I played receiver. Freshman year, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing JV, varsity. You know what I'm saying? But like, I really wasn't getting no playing time like that. But like, it was other schools though. You know, I would go to passing leagues and do my thing, and other schools would be like, "Man, come play for us." While you playing for Meadow Creek, you know what I'm saying? Because we really had a trash football team. Like, man, we hadn't won the game in like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So my sophomore year was our first time winning the game in 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, so I could have easily went and played for another school, man. But like, I wanted to just stay down with my dogs, man, and I wanted to be a part of that team that just got that first win in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot going on with the coaches, and one of the head coaches, you know, that I was real cool with, he ended up going to another school, actually going to Stevenson, and I ended up getting to it, you know, with the receiver coach, who ended up being the head coach, and you know, he wasn't trying to put me in the game. You know, he was leaning towards like the dudes that he was cool with on the team. You know, a lot of favoritism. Right, you know what I'm saying?
It's like that in a lot of schools, man.
And I ended up, you know what I'm saying, really just getting mad and saying, fuck this shit, you know, and quitting the football team. You know, even with, you know, other coaches like wondering why I'm not in the game, other players wondering like why I'm not playing, you know, and even the fans in the crowd, you know, they like, you know what I'm saying, put Wayne in, put 17 in, you know what I'm saying? And it just like, I got tired of it. We ended up getting into an argument, you know, and I was like, forget this shit, I'm good.
Yeah,
and,
I know exactly how that is, like the politics. 'Cause I had a couple homeboys like that, best on the team, but if the coach ain't rocking with you, you know, like the fans know what time it is. The fans cheering for you to get in the game, but the coach ain't having it, man. So I definitely can relate to that.
Yeah, and I ain't never been like an ass kisser, man. So like, I just went with it, and you know, really, sports was the only reason why I even, you know, got good grades in school, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, once I stopped playing sports, it just like went downhill from there. I ended up being ineligible for basketball, couldn't run track, and I failed 1,000 classes, and that's what made me come to, you know what I'm saying, move to Florida, because they got the little credit recovery, you feel me, for free. So I was like, all right, let me just go down here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And get this diploma. You know, I really ain't care about it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really care about school, but my mama had cancer at the time, and she was just like, you know, if anything happened to me, I want to know at least that, you know, you graduated high school, and you know what I'm saying?
That's
so
real.
I just made that happen, you feel me? But I ain't really care about school like that.
That's real. Brothers and sisters.
Okay. I got
sisters?
3 sisters. I grew up in a house full of females, man. I got a little brother on my dad's side, 20 years old. Yeah, he in the Navy right now. And then I got a stepsister and a stepbrother, a little brother that I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? You know, really brother, I ain't even gonna say step, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, 2 brothers, 3 sisters. So.
Nice. Okay, so you got a squad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely.
All right, and so you're the middle. You're in the middle.
Yeah, pretty much. I got two older sisters, and then I got a little sister. So like, pretty much in the middle.
Gotcha. Okay. And coming back to you said when you came back to Florida, you went back to Atlanta and caught a charge.
Yeah.
What can you talk about that charge?
Yeah. That was just like some burglary shit, man. I was doing a lot of burglaries at the time, and ended up getting cased up for those burglaries, and it wasn't really nothing too serious, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm finna face some time, I'm finna Nah, it wasn't that too serious like that.
Yeah, so all right. So burglary. So as far as that was the first time you ever got in trouble?
Yeah, that was my I done been caught a couple times as far as like robbing pizza man. Got caught, a couple times. Yeah. But yeah, but I was legit.
Yeah.
And for some reason nothing happened. Like I honestly don't know like what happened. I just remember like the sheriff called my mama and we went up to the sheriff's station and whatnot, and they would ask the questions, you feel me? But the whole time I'm like, yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about, you know what I'm saying? But the you know what I'm saying, the sheriff had my dog ID, you feel me? So yeah, he put my dog ID out and was like, so you don't know who this is? So I'm like, what the fuck? You feel me? Like, where the fuck he get the ID from? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, I don't know who that is, you feel me? But what happened was like my dog wallet was left on the like at the scene, man, where we robbed the pizza, man, and I think I think I actually dropped his wallet. I think, you know what I'm saying, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I think I was holding his wallet and I dropped his wallet. But we ain't know though. We weren't even thinking about that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he got the same last name as my mama, so like they thought my mama was his mama. You feel what I'm saying? So like it was just crazy. But like nothing happened though. Like I left the station and like it was nothing happened to me, nothing happened to him, you know what I'm saying, to him. Like it just over with. Yeah, it just disappeared. I don't know. You feel me?
And so you got caught. Yeah.
But my first time actually getting charged was, you know what I'm saying, for those burglaries when I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And what was your mindset like, just to get into it a little bit behind that? Just needing the money, or was it just something to...
Oh, man, like, okay, so I go back to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, this like 2011. Yeah, it's like 2011. So, you know what I'm saying? This around the time where, like, I'm getting to that age where, like, I need some money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Atlanta really starting to turn up, on some other shit around 2011, like, shit really getting wild. So, I'm like, I need some money, so I'm selling hats, you know what I'm saying? I'm selling weed, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I was making music at the time, and then I was like, fuck it, man. I'm finna just go back to hit, you know what I'm saying? And licks, you feel me? I'm finna go back to doing some burglaries and shit. So we just, you know what I'm saying? We were going crazy and like, man, 5-6 houses a day, like type shit. Yeah, like we was on some hot boy shit, like for real. Yeah. On some little kid shit, you know what I'm saying? Like on some legit shit. That shit dumb though. That shit was stupid as fuck.
Right. Yeah, you learn from it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
It's just a little adrenaline rush when you're a kid. You don't know no better sometimes with the guidance and everything like that. Yeah. So you fall into the right thing. So as far as you said you was doing music the whole time. When did you start doing music?
Oh man. My first time ever writing a song, I was 12 years old, and 50 Cent had this song, man, the candy shop, I think, some shit like that. I take you to the candy shop. Candy shop. Yeah, some shit like that. And me and my dog was playing around because I used to always eat fruit snacks. Like I always had fruit snacks on me. Everywhere I went, I had a pack of fruit snacks in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? My dogs used to rob me and shit. So I made a song about fruit snacks. Like them fruit snacks. Right. Like that was my actual first time ever writing a song. But I always wanted to make music. I always been around music because my pops, you know what I'm saying, he was the first person to ever come out of Ocala and make it, you know what I'm saying, radios, shows, going on tour. Condition Red, he had a song called Don't Get Caught Slipping.
That's your pop?
Yeah.
No, man, it's crazy. Hold on now.
Facts.
Hold on now.
Facts.
Yeah, so like I grew up on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember about that. So that's wild. People always relate, Ocala's first success to that. So yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so, just seeing him like, him showing me them performing and you know what I'm saying?
Having something to look up to.
Right. And, I would ride with him sometimes, like, whenever I would come down here to visit, and, just seeing, like, everybody dapping them up like, hey, Red, wherever we go, somebody know him, showing them love. So I was like, okay, yeah, I wanna make music like my pops. You feel me? So
So the inspiration came from right in the house. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, man. I never knew that. That's crazy. So Condition Red, man.
Yeah. And hopefully, I take off, you know what I'm saying? Get him involved, put him back on the scene, see what's up,
You gotta remake one of them old records,
Yeah,
man.
facts,
You gotta sample one of them records or something. So as far you said 12, you started. That's when you wrote your first song. When's the first time you got in like an actual studio?
My first time ever getting in the studio, man, was my 9th grade year in high school. The school I went to in Gwinnett, Meadow Creek, they had probably like the best band in that county, you know what I'm saying? But, really Gwinnett, like the suburbs, you feel me? Gwinnett suburbs, ain't nothing hood about Gwinnett, you know what I'm saying? So like all these high schools is like white high schools, so they bands is playing like, you know what I'm saying, that college, like, that they ain't playing like no hip hop songs and no, you know what I'm saying? Our school was the only school playing like hip hop, they band playing hip hop music, stuff like that. But they had a music program and at a class where they teach you how to, record, make beats, stuff like that. And my dog Aaron, he was in the class, and one of their projects was to like they had to get an artist and make a couple songs with him. You know what I'm saying? Like that was one of their class assignments. So my dog knew I made music, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, man, let me use it for the project, whatnot, you feel me? So boom, I'm in the studio every day after school. I'm in the studio, like, and that was a legit studio at the school though, but it was like legit, you know what I'm saying? Like they put some money into it. It was a real studio.
So like after going there, you knew like the quality of the voice and everything like that. It sounded good. So you pretty much had a good learning experience with the music from a young age.
So. Oh yeah, most definitely. I got to see how how they was recording, and while we would be in the studio too, like the teacher, the band teacher, where he would come in and like show us certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this how you do that, you know what I'm saying? And at this time, it's like MySpace days, so I had all my music on MySpace. You feel me? I was actually making beats myself at the time, so I was throwing beats on MySpace. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it was definitely a good learning experience. Definitely.
And as far as projects, like, did you drop any projects back then, or you were just making music, making songs?
Yeah, I had dropped a little project. You know what I'm saying? But it really wasn't like nothing serious, because at that time, we didn't have like social media. It wasn't Apple Music, Amazon Music. It wasn't. It was none of that. Like it was. It was either you passing out your CD or you going to the radio station trying to get played. Like it wasn't none of that. So like I just put it on MySpace. Like that's really it. Just put it on MySpace. I think I uploaded maybe a couple songs to YouTube, because at this time, this was when YouTube like
first started.
Yeah, first really started. Coming out back then. So
yeah, when it first started bubbling. All right, so getting done with high school, you come back to Florida. What was the in your opinion? What's the biggest differences, not similarities, from Ocala to Atlanta?
Atlanta, a big city, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot going on. And, you're not going to see the same people every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big city. Ocala is small, it's country. Everybody know everybody, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch who you talk to, because she might be your cousin, like, you know what I'm saying? It's, it's a different vibe. It's a totally different vibe, Florida in general, like Florida, it's just got their own vibe, like their own culture. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a big change of scenery. I'd definitely say that.
And Florida and Georgia, like which one do you prefer? If you had to choose one,
man, honestly, I would choose Florida, but I wouldn't be in Ocala though. But I would only choose Florida just because I like the weather, the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just the whole vibe of Florida. And Georgia is like, it's cool. You can come up in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I just don't like the vibe like as much as in Georgia as much as I do in Florida. You know, like in Florida, I come down here and like I hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a place where I feel like I could chill. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Florida, Florida to Georgia.
And all right, and so you said you came back to Florida and you caught another charge.
Yeah.
All right, let's speak on that one.
Oh man. So when I came back down here, I still had my case in Georgia. That was still open. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get sentenced to that until like, man, probably like a couple weeks before I went to prison down here. You feel me? So, pretty much all I was doing, man, like I came back down here, I'm just partying. Like me and my sister Justice, shout out to Justice. That's all we was doing, partying every day, almost every other day we partying. So
This when you came back.
Yeah.
You just had that vibe.
Yeah.
Just turn up.
I wasn't doing nothing but partying, man.
Okay.
So I ended up through partying, you know, I ended up meeting one of Justice homegirls, you know what I'm saying, which led to me meeting one of her homeboys, you know what I'm saying? And they wanted me to DJ this party, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, like it's just a bunch of females, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm in here like playing, you know, we get ready for the party. I'm playing, you know, DJ. Like I'm asking them like, okay, what music y'all want me to play? You know, give me some songs. You know what I'm saying? They twerking. They, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only nigga in there. You know, they hanging out. You feel me? So like, I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. You feel me? Like I don't mind being around a bunch of females. I'm vibing. But you know, it was cool when you know another nigga walked in. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I got a nigga I can vibe with. You know what I'm saying? Like chop it up, talk shit. You feel me? So bruh came in. And you know, so once I met him, shit, we really just was like partying, like shit. He really just became a part of the crew. I guess you could say that, you know what I'm saying? But he was real like a pretty boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, straight bitches. Like he got a whole bunch of females. That was just his thing, you know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't on no, you know, trying to be in the streets. Like he wasn't doing none of that, you feel me? And so yeah, we partying, you know, so I ended up kicking it with him, you know what I'm saying, a lot. Because like I really ain't, you know, I ain't know too many people down here like that, even though I'm from here, you feel me? Like I never been the type to just, you know, just go vibe and hang out with everybody.
So just
you know
family or nothing really.
Yeah, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was just one person that I was kicking it with, you know, so we ended up getting kinda close, you feel me, at the time. And yeah, so fast forward, he ended up getting like fired from his job, you know what I'm saying, about some money in the ATM machine, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, his mom was like paying for like all his shit, like she was paying his phone bill, like his car note, like, you know what I'm saying, like his insurance, like she was doing everything, you feel me? Right. So pretty much once that happened, he got fired, you know, she got fed up, you know what I'm saying, was like, I ain't paying nothing else. I'm cutting the phone off. I ain't paying the insurance. I'm taking the insurance off your car. Like, you feel me? Like she was just tired of his shit, you know what I'm saying? So mind you, we still partying, you know, at the time. Like I really wasn't even, you know, I wasn't in the streets, man. I wasn't, you know, doing none of that. Like I'm trying to party and fuck females, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all I was doing. But he came to me on some shit like, you know, man, like, man, let's rob a job, man, you feel me? So I'm like, what? You feel me? I'm like, man, hell nah, you tripping, dog. Like, you tripping. Ain't nobody finna rob your job, man. So, like, a couple days go by. He'd ask me a couple more times. But I'm like, hell nah, bro. Like, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where did you work at?
Palms Internet Cafe. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not a restaurant. Like, it's like a small like casino with like slot machines and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of people when they see that cafe, they think it's like where you go get coffee and you know muffins and I'm like nah. They just called it the.
So this is gambling straight.
Yeah, that's. Okay. So you know you might go in there to, you know, the big prize one day might be 2,500. You know what I'm saying? It might be 3,000 the next day. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You feel me? So yeah, you know, he asking me like, you know what I'm saying, let's rob my job, and now I'm like, hell no. So I ended up hollering at my my dog, man, Paul, man, free Paul, you feel me? And I'm like, man, like trying to get the rundown on on bruh, cause like I said, I met him through partying. Like I don't really know him. You know what I'm saying? They went to school with him, so I try to get the rundown from a dog Paul about him. And my dog like, hell no, man, don't do that shit, bro. He like, man, that nigga ain't never jumped the line at lunch, you know what I'm saying, in school type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, alright, I ain't fucking with it.
He warned you.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking with it, you know what I'm saying? So man, we chilling one day at my godmom crib, man, and the news come on. And somebody else had robbed the internet cafe in like the villages or some shit at the time. And they ended up hitting for like 60 bands, some shit like that, 60, 70 bands, and got away. To this day, nobody got caught. You feel what I'm saying? Like they hit, you feel me? So when I saw that, I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like let's do it. We gonna do it. You feel me?
A little bit more confidence.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big ass dummy. I was a big dummy. You know what I'm saying? But you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? So I put the plan together, and I go to him. I'm like, listen, bro, like, but this ain't no, oh, we gonna get probation or, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Like, my nigga, I'm telling him, like, if we get caught, you know what I'm saying, bro, we going to prison. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Because if we get caught, we going to prison. It ain't no, probation or,
settle down,
yeah,
talk to him,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, make sure you ready for that pressure. You feel me? So he's like, yeah, man, let's do it. So, he worked there. So we got the whole rundown. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really sweet. To be real with you, it's really a sweet lick, man. And, from what I thought. You feel me? Because, like, it don't be nobody in there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's... The only security they had was, like, a cop might come every 30 minutes. Gotcha. But he just drive through the parking lot type shit. He don't stop and come in, like, you know what I'm saying? So now, with him working there, I used to go up there, I smoke with him, you know what I'm saying? Because he used to work all night, it's 24 hours. So I go up there, I smoke with him, vibe with him for a little bit while he at work and dip. So I knew the whole rundown, you know what I'm saying? He telling niggas the code to the safe, how much money is in the cash registers in the front, how much money in the back, you know what I'm saying? So, like, a nigga really, like, it's really sweet, you feel me? So, we get everything together, you know what I'm saying? We go up there or whatnot. And, like, I tell him, all I need you to do is watch my back. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure don't nobody try to be no hero, all that extra shit, you feel me? But, like, he ain't have no gun and nothing like that, because, like, my whole thing was, like, scary niggas do dumbass shit, in the heat of the moment, and I ain't want him doing no dumbass shit if some shit popped off, you feel me? So, like, I just told him, like, bruh, all you gotta do is make sure nobody be no hero. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in and out. That's it, you feel me?
So you pretty much took the main role.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And only because, like, I knew he wasn't. Yeah, he never did shit like that, you feel me? So, like, I just like, bro, just watch my back. You know what I'm saying? So I dumbass run into the damn store or whatnot, and as I go in there, I let everybody know, like, yo, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't robbing y'all. You feel me? Don't be no hero. You know what I'm saying? Just sit down. Let me do what I do. I go behind the counter. You know what I'm saying? As I get around the counter to go get the money or whatnot, something like a voice in my head was just like, turn around. As soon as I turn around, I see an old ass white dude, you know what I'm saying, with a pistol pointed at me, arms shaking and shit, you know what I'm saying? But, like, he ain't even, give a nigga a chance to do nothing, and he said some shit like, freeze, like he, like he was cop, like, freeze, put the gun, this and that. So he was just like, he was like, freeze, stop. Bum, 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 bum. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh shit, that fight or flight mode kick in. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, it's like 44 people in there. It's an old lady walking around.
It's packed.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It wasn't supposed to be packed because it ain't never packed. But it was like Friday the 13th. That shit happened. I swear to
So
God.
everybody was.
What? I swear to God, that shit happened on Friday the 13th, dog.
Damn.
So, it's an old lady. She like scared. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. She was in a whole nother zone. Like this nigga shooting. She just walking around like. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man. But I'm glad ain't nobody get shot because that would have been on me. Somebody would have got killed from this dumbass shooting. You know what I'm saying? I would have had a murder on me, even though he the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot the lady. You feel me? So, yeah, man, he ended up catching me in my leg, really the top of my ass cheek, dog, and it went into my hip. You know what I'm saying? When I was in jail, they used to talk shit. Niggas used to call me what's the nigga name? Forrest Gump. Niggas used to call me Forrest Gump and shit, man. So yeah, my when it go into my hip, like it kind of like it knocked my whole leg out. You know what I'm saying? So I fall. Dog still busting. He's still trying to get me, man.
How many times did he end up shooting?
He only hit me once, but they thought he hit me twice because of the bullet being in my hip. You know what I'm saying? But he only hit me once, which is crazy because he emptied the clip. Damn. Mind you, he was only a few feet away from me. You know what I'm saying? And when I fell, he was like on top of me, like, you know what I'm saying, like shooting down. So, the whole time, I'm backing up, trying to get up out of it. I'm like, damn, man, this old nigga finna kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking I done got hit numerous times. Yeah. You feel me? Like, but he only hit me one time. And it's crazy if you look at the video, like, you know what I'm saying? The nigga that I did it with, like, bro, ran me over and all. Like, ran me, like, as I'm getting up to go out, to get out the door, he come and hit me. Boom, run me over. Keep it moving. Gone. I ain't never seen this nigga run that fast today ever. And we used to hoop all the time. Never seen this nigga. I'm talking about this nigga hit the door and cleared. Ain't look back. I'm looking up. All I see is him gone. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, dog ain't even gonna help me. You feel me?
So his job was to watch.
Which is like crazy because if he would have been doing his job, like the old nigga wouldn't even had a chance to do that. But like what happened was this idiot went in there and he broke one of the machines. So when he hit the machine, glass got in his face. You feel me? Man. So this dumbass nigga in the corner like trying to get glass out his face while I'm over here robbing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So my back turned to get the money and his back turned because he in the corner getting glass out his face. So that's when old dude see his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, bro, like you fucking nigga up. You feel me? But that's on me. Because my dog told me, like, this nigga ain't, you know what I'm saying? So, that's on me, you feel me? I was just money hungry, dumb at the time, you feel me? And, I let that shit cloud my judgment. But, so yeah, I get out the stove, man, and, like, I'm bleeding out. I can't, I finally get feeling back in my leg. So, I'm hopping, you feel me? I'm hopping on one leg. But I got to go through a field. Man, I had to jump a gate. My nigga, that was like, damn, man, that gate was so high, but I couldn't climb it. I had to just throw myself over it. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to go through some more woods where we parked at behind like a rundown plaza. You know what I'm saying? Like the plaza was shut down. You feel me? So as I'm finally coming up out the woods, he pulling off. As he pulled off, he see me coming out the woods and he stopped. But I'm like, if I would have been 3 seconds slower, dog would have left a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, had I not had, you know what I'm saying, the fight in me to get my ass up and get up out of there, you know what I'm saying, and make my way back, you feel me, to the car, dog would have left me. Like, you know what I'm saying, most definitely would have left me. I just happened to come out the woods at the time he was pulling off, and he stopped through the door open. I get in the car, I'm bleeding out, you know what I'm saying, I can't breathe, you know what I'm saying. I'm turning the radio up, punching myself in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
trying to keep yourself
putting my head out the window. You know what I'm saying? I ended up going out. You feel me? Now I remember he hit me and grabbed me and brought me back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm bleeding out. But he tripping though. Like he's spazzing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell him to chill. You feel me? Like nigga, I'm the one dying in this bit. I'm supposed to be the one losing my mind. You feel me? But yeah, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling him like, you know, it was like emergency little hospital, like 3-4 lights down the street. So I'm like, bro, drop me off at the hospital, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, we caught my nigga, like, you good. I ain't gonna say shit, just drop me off at the hospital and keep it moving. Yeah. He like, nah, we gonna get caught. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you? We caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I just got shot. You feel me? Like, it's over with. We caught. You feel me? Like, just get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he dropped me off. This nigga stopping at red lights and all. You feel me? Like, mind you, I'm bleeding out. This nigga stopping at red lights. So, you know, we going all the way back to like Marion Oaks. We on 200. You know what I'm saying? By like, man, it's a drive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You feel me? So like, I'm in the car for at least like 15 minutes bleeding. You know what I'm saying? At least like 15 minutes. We finally get to my godmom's house, and he just get out and run in the house. So I try to get out the car. Next thing you know, I came conscious on the couch in the garage, and then the next time I came conscious was like, and I was kind of conscious in the ambulance, but then you know what I'm saying, everything came back when I got in the hospital though. You feel me? But like from what everybody tell me, because there was a lot of people at the house, because they was finna throw a party, go to a party, or some shit like that. That dude ran in the house. It was like, I got shot, but ain't nobody believe him until he showed him. So everybody was like, what the fuck Dwayne at? You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody went outside and they say I was hanging out the car. Like my upper body was out the car and my legs was still inside the car, you know what I'm saying, for me trying to get out, but I ended up just dropping. Okay. So you know, my dogs picked me up, brought me in the garage. First they had me on the floor in the garage, but my husband came out, was like, man, get him off the floor, put him on the couch. So I'm on the couch bleeding, you know what I'm saying, you know, and everything, this is what they told me, you know what I'm saying, because I really didn't remember none of that. My godmom, you know, I feel like, you know, if it weren't for her and you know, and the Most High, shit, I wouldn't be here, because, you know, she got on the phone, she called the paramedics, they telling her like, okay, you gotta stop the bleeding, you know what I'm saying, like I think she put her finger in the hole and all, like, I don't know, you feel me, but I ended up dying on the couch, and then they say out of nowhere, like, I just came back, like, you know what I'm saying, my dog say he was like leaning in front of me talking to me, you know what I'm saying, and out of nowhere I just, you know, some movie shit, like, just took a deep breath, like, and he was like, it was over with, like I was dead, you know. He said everybody went to crying and screaming, you know what I'm saying, and then next thing you know, I just popped back up, like, you know what I'm saying, and everybody like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying. Then I ended up flatlining again in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. You feel me? Which is crazy though, because mind you, I'm dying, and they put me in the ambulance. He only got grazed, and they put him on the helicopter. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what the fuck? And also, that shit was crazy. And it's crazy though, man. Like and I'm cracking so racist. Like the whole time, like when 12 pull up, like they throwing racial slurs, like, you know, nigger this, nigger that, let them die, this and that. Like, I'm telling you, like 12, they was saying some crazy ass shit, man. So yeah, you feel me? I ended up getting to the hospital. I woke up, you know, in pain, crazy pain, hitting that button, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I need like something. Let me get some pills, some morphine, something. Yeah. But like when you in the hospital for like crimes and shit, like they treat you different. Like they don't treat you like a, you know, a human being. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like they being disrespectful and nasty, you know, don't want to give a nigga nothing for the meds, you know what I'm saying, for the pain and shit. Like them folks, you know, people be tripping, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, the detective tried to come holler at me, you know what I'm saying, but honestly, like I was in too much pain, and I wasn't trying to talk to nobody. Like I told dude like I'm straight, you know what I'm saying, like I ain't trying to talk about nothing, you know what I'm saying. So I ended up leaving the hospital and going straight to jail, you feel me. But I couldn't walk though, like I couldn't walk, I couldn't do none of that, you know what I'm saying, like I'm in a wheelchair and shit. So I get to the station, you know what I'm saying, I had already told them like some whole other, like a big ass dumbass lie, like we was at the basketball court and niggas started shooting and I got hit, you know what I'm saying. Yes. So as soon as I got to the station, the sheriff was like, listen, we already know you did not get shot at the basketball court. We went to the basketball court. We didn't find any shell casings, any evidence of a shooting, this and that, no blood, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, the co-defendant already told us everything. So man. He went to laying down the whole story. He was like, he told us he got fired from his job for stealing $60 at the ATM machine. He said that y'all did this and that, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. You feel me? Like,
what can you say?
Yeah, it's like shit. I mean,
you on camera?
Yeah, it's like, okay, shit, you got me. You feel me? But I told him like, I told him like it was out of desperation. We ain't had no money. I ain't ate no food in like 3 days, man. Like we ain't know where we was finna get our next meal from. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga was starving, hungry. We ain't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, no AC at the house. We was living in a trailer. It had fleas. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga going through it. You know what I'm saying? So, he's like, okay, so, you really did it out of desperation. It, it wasn't like no premeditated, nothing, this and this and that. So I'm like, yeah, it was out of desperation. You know what I'm saying? Then come to find out that my co-defendant, his parents was cops. Like, his mom was a cop in Gainesville. His stepdad was a cop in Marion County. Right. So, they off rip, like, gave him, like, a whole little deal. Like, they gave me 10 years. They gave him 4 years, 2 years probation type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up getting a split sentence. My lawyer got me a split sentence, so I didn't have to do the whole 10. I ended up doing 5 in and 5 out. You know what I'm saying?
That was when you were 19?
Yeah, I was 19 at the time.
2012?
Yeah, 2012. Yeah, okay. I was 19. Yeah, and he spit the story like he was going crazy. Before I met him, I was going to church, and you know what I'm saying. He got charges in Georgia. He been robbing and he been doing this. Like, yeah, he was putting on the show. You feel me? So, like, it wasn't no situation where, like, somebody snitched or, we was caught. It wasn't like, you feel me? So, I looked at it as, okay, well, I need to do whatever I got to do to get the best time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm caught. It ain't no snitching yet, I mean, like, technically, he kind of a form of snitching. Like, he just really did some real fuck nigga shit by, like, you know what I'm saying, turning the tables on me and making it seem like I was the mastermind. Like, that's some fuck shit. Like, you feel me? But it wasn't nothing to snitch on, because even if he wouldn't have said nothing, I still would have been caught, because I got shot on the scene. You feel me? So, like, right. So, it really wasn't no snitch situation or nothing like that. You feel me? So, yeah, I ended up going to prison. I was out for a little while before I went to prison, and I started making more music. But I had to go to therapy because I couldn't walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pretty much had to, I guess you could say, learn how to walk again, because I couldn't walk. Yeah, I was in a wheelchair and shit. So I couldn't even move my shit at all. Like, damn, shit was fucked up.
And the therapy, it just gave you like more time to just probably sit and think. And about the decisions and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, and then when you come close to death like that, when you die and come back, like, you automatically start rethinking life. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, why am I still here when I got niggas who'd have been shot in the leg and died? You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I still here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made me so special to where I'm still living? And I lost 80% of my blood. I had to get 4 blood transfusions. You know what I'm saying? That's 4 bags of blood. And bags, like, So why am I here? The doctor told me it's nowhere in hell I'm supposed to be alive right now. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, sometimes even I be thinking, like, this shit fake. Like, am I in hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, did I really live? You feel me? Like, because that's how crazy it was. You feel me?
Especially with that situation, because, like, just going back to that a little bit, if it would have played out any other way, like, let's say somebody would have got shot in there, you got shot already, but let's say anybody in there, the 5 would have been 20, 25.
Yeah, it would have been over with. Like, if I would have, like, a lot of niggas be like, oh man, I would have shot that back, I would have did this and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I be telling people, like, you don't know what you'll do until you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm a thinker. I've always been a thinker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do dumbass shit, because, a nigga was young. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I had no guidance. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, I've always considered myself a thinker. You feel me? So, like, in my head, I'm like, okay, if I kill this, shoot back. Mind you, I'm running, so I'll have to shoot without looking. Yeah, well, I could have hit anybody. I could have killed him. Mind you, this dude, ex retired cop.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Anything. These old people, you feel me? Like, man, they would have put me under the jail. It wouldn't be no interview right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be on death row right now or doing life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, everybody want to act extra gangster. Like, oh, I would have shot him. I would have did this. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, and guess what? You wouldn't be here right now.
Life would be over.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, so you learn from it. Like you said, you was young, you learned from it, and now you here to tell the story.
Yeah, facts.
You know, definitely tell the story about it.
So like, and then that helped with the case too, though. When I told them, like, yeah, man, I wasn't trying to hurt nobody, man. I was just trying to get some money. You feel me? Like, you feel me? I ain't going there like I'm finna kill y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna shoot this nigga. Or as soon as I go in there, I just pop a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, nigga, I ain't playing. Like, you feel me? Like, nah, like, I'm just trying to get some bread, man. That's all. You feel me? So that helped a lot.
The split sentence, it was 10, 5 in, 5 out.
Yeah. I originally got 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Which, to be real with you, I was okay with because, I'm thinking I'm finna get like 20. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm finna be gone for 20 years. I'm finna get out there bit when I'm 42. Like, dang, you feel me? So when they was like 10, you feel me? I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? And then my lawyer, like, he did something extra himself and got me the split sentence because I was good with the 10, you feel me? Which is crazy because he really didn't even want to be my lawyer at first because he felt like it was too controversial, you know what I'm saying, in the city because at the time, like, that Trayvon Martin had just happened, he had just got killed in Orlando, and that Stand Your Ground, like, law shit, that shit was, like, big at the time. Like, that's when they was really talking about it, so, like, my lawyer really didn't want to be a part of that case. But, we paid him, and he was like, all right, I'll do it, so he actually went the extra mile and got me a split sentence. So that was straight.
And with the 5 years, like, were you doing any music in jail?
Oh yeah. The whole time I was in prison, I was writing music. The whole time, like, almost every day I was writing songs, man. But I tell everybody, like, I've been making music for a long time, but I say I really learned my flow and got good at the age of 23, and that was because I used to have cell phones in prison a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I used to always get caught. Dumbass shit. I had that bit for a week. Yeah, spend $400, $500 on the phone just to have that bit for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? So I used to, when you get caught with the phone in prison, they give you like 60 days. You know what I'm saying? 2 months. You're gonna do 2 months in the box. They're gonna suspend your visitation probably for a year. You know what I'm saying? In some places they might send you CM. You know what I'm saying? For having a phone. You know what I'm saying? CM is like closed management. Like, that shit like solitary, like 24/7. So I ended up getting caught with a phone like back to back. You know what I'm saying? So they gave me I got 2 like, with like you know what I'm saying? So man, them whole 4 months, bro, that shit was just hell, man. Like, so like I was just writing music, man, like every day. I ain't had nothing else to do, just reading books, writing music, and like doing push-ups. You know what I'm saying? You barely eating in that bitch. Like, you ain't getting no sunlight. I came out of that motherfucker light skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's 120 days, man. 4 months in one room. I promise you gonna come out light skin. Yeah. But at night in the box, we had this shit called Real Nigga Radio. And we used to pop our flaps. You know what I'm saying? Cause like they feed you through the little flap in the dough. So we'll take a spoon, put it on like a piece of sheet, like rip a piece of sheet, and put it through the dough, and drop the spoon down, wiggle it a little bit, and once the piece of sheet get caught on the latch, you can pull the latch up and then kick the flap out. You know what I'm saying? Dang. So boom, now everybody, we on the flap, we can talk. You know what I'm saying? So Real Nigga Radio is just like everybody, late night, if you got music, like, niggas put your shit on the dope. You know what I'm saying? So niggas that hit their song, You know, niggas would give feedback, and somebody else would hit their song. You know what I'm saying? So like, I used to write music every day. I'd be like, God, I'm gonna put this on the dope. You know what I'm saying? I get on the vent. I tell my dog like, boy, I got some shit. Bro, I'm telling you, I got some shit, nigga. I'm gonna put that shit on the dope later on. You feel me? So like, that's really where them 4 months, you know, in that solitude is where I really got like good with this music. You know what I'm saying? Is where I found my flow. You know. And, you know, I was feeding off of other niggas because I'm hearing, you know, other niggas spit they shit. It's like, oh, man, I gotta go harder, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know.
Different styles because everybody probably from different areas
right.
as well. So you get, you know, different tastes of different music.
Right. So, facts. That's really where I got my transition from just being okay to, like, all right, now I know I'm raw with this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, in prison.
Facts. So, transitioning out of prison, you came back to Florida?
Actually, well, nah. When I EOS, I had to go. I couldn't get out. Like I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, get out straight on turf. Like I had to go to Georgia because I had a hold on me in Georgia. So when I EOS, they came and got me on the paddy wagon, man. On the but this shit like a dog truck. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no room. You can't lay down. You shackled on your legs, your ankles, and you know your wrists. Like so, yeah. You feel me? And they going to different cities picking up different inmates. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, I was on that truck, that small ass truck with all them niggas, man, for like 17 hours, man. You feel me? Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. Damn. Then we went to so I got to Georgia. I went to county. I was in county for like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. Yeah. And then I ended up getting out of county up there. And that's when I, you know what I'm saying, my first time being on the streets. You feel me? Because I ain't get the EOS, like, you know, straight out of prison. So, yeah. But it was, man, it was crazy. Like, you know, after doing 5 years in prison, you know, to be on the streets, like, everything different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
imagine.
Games, phones, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these new artists I ain't know about. They done built a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, different stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of changes, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had to adjust to a lot of stuff. I go to the club, man, and like I just couldn't be at the club. Like even now, even sometimes, you know, to this day, like I get anxiety like at the club, like I just it's too many people. It's too much going on. Yeah. Then my mind go to racing. I go to, you know, thinking about all type of shit, you feel me? And it get in the way of me having a good time, you know? So, like, I be ready to slide. Like, I be ready to go, you feel me? Now, if I get, like, just drunk as fuck, you know what I'm saying? If I drink a whole bottle of hand or something, like, I ain't gonna give a fuck. I'm gonna be in the hand out. But, yeah, it was just, like, I couldn't be in the club like that, you know what I'm saying? But I told myself, you know, when I got out of prison, like, you know, because I did a lot of reading in there, man. I probably read 1,000 books or more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did a lot of reading, a lot of studying. I also came into my fellow Israelites, you know, and, you know, I figured out who I was in prison. You know, I learned myself, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. And I told myself that I had to change. You know, I couldn't get back out there doing the same thing, you know. And, you know, also from reading, like, I had a different view, like, of life, of people, of humans, you know what I'm saying? So, it's been easier for me to maneuver, you know, through this world and, you know, without too many issues and, like, too many problems, you know, and I hit the ground running. You know, I was out for a little while, you know, I got my own place, my own car, you know, I was working, like, you know, like, I really hit the ground running. You know, I've been out 2 years, man, I ain't had no problems, like, I ain't. You know, so. That's dope.
Yeah. So, you've been out too, so you still got more time on the.
Oh, yeah. I got a whole bunch of probation, man. Because I'm still on probation in Georgia, and I'm on probation in Florida. I probably got like 3 years left in Florida, and like 6 years in Georgia, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta be traveling back and
forth. Yeah, facts. Yeah. So I really got to walk light, man. I can't play with these folks. I can't let them trick me out the streets like that again, man. Trick myself out the streets. True. So, yeah.
All right, let's get into the music. Like I said, what I've been hearing lately is gas, you know what I'm saying, as far as the music. But take it back to Hit Clan.
Okay.
How did you link up with Ree and Hit Clan?
Well, Bree actually, you know what I'm saying, pretty much fam. Like his daddy and my mama is like best friends, you know what I'm saying? They grew up together. And plus kind of like, you know, one of my, I look at him like a big homie, you know what I'm saying? That's Ree uncle, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know like I was even finna meet with Ree, you feel me? Like, but my big homie, he knew I made music. You know, I let him hear some of my music, so he took it upon himself to hit Ree up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know, you know, it was even going down.
Right.
So you know, we at the family crib. You know, we eating good food. You know what I'm saying? They barbecuing and whatnot. We slide through. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, oh shit, you know, what's up, man? Like, I heard you make music. It's that. I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, you got something for me to listen to? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I got something. But I just played it straight off the phone. I ain't played on no speakers, no headphones, nothing. I just played it straight off the phone. He heard a little bit of it, of the song that I played, and he was just like, okay, yeah. We need you on the team, dog. Like, yeah,
Right.
you feel me? And then, you know, it's just been love ever since. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love.
What are your plans as far as like with the label with Hit Clan? You plan to release projects?
Oh yeah. I got videos coming. You know, I got a project that I'm working on right now. Actually, putting it together, and I got an arsenal of songs. You know what I'm saying? And you know, take this thing to the next level, man, and just, you know, everybody just build, you know what I'm saying, like, and just come up, you know what I'm saying, not just Hit Clan, but just everybody around us, you know what I'm saying, and just keep it going, and really put like Ocala on the map, you know, as far as like a powerhouse with this music shit, because it's a lot of talent in this city, man. You know, it just, niggas gotta work together, man. Niggas gotta, you know what I'm saying, like, focus on business and not the bullshit. You feel me? Like, and that's it. But I see Hit Clan, you know, I see us really going to that next level, man, and leaving a imprint, you know, in this music industry, though. I definitely see that. Definitely.
I want to touch on some of the records, because like your versatility, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I like about, like, sometimes it's like I'm listening to a version of Meek Mill flow, and then Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying? Just all different styles. So like, what developed you into that? Would you say that was going back to prison, or would that just be? Yeah,
definitely prison, man. Because, like, you know, I tell people, you need solitude. You know, solitude will help you get your mind right, you know, and really learn yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of distractions out there. You know, your day-to-day, you know, thoughts, you know, you dealing with so much shit, you know, from bills to this person, that person, like, you know.
Social media.
Yeah, you know, so when you got a chance to just be to yourself for a while with no outside influence, I feel like you can really, really elevate, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in solitude, you know, so I would just sit there, man. I would just practice. You know what I'm saying? I would practice a flow. You know, we had MP3s, you know what I'm saying? In prison, MP3 players with music, you know, so I would be, you know, listening to my music, and even though we weren't supposed to have it in the box, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes you get some cool officers there, you know what I'm saying, let certain shit slide. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I'm feeding off of other artists, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not biting, but, like, okay, I study the songs, the music. I say, okay, when the beat drop, okay, that's how he came on that flow when the beat dropped. Okay, so he, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he got louder. Okay, he brought more energy. Okay, then when the beat kind of turned back up, he kind of got softer. Okay, so that's what created that feeling that made me want to get hyped. You know what I'm saying? Like, gotcha. So I kind of, I took it as like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you taking the listener, you taking them up, down, up. You know what I'm saying? So 1 minute I'm gonna have you hype. I'm gonna take it down a little bit, and then I'm gonna bring you back, get you hype again. So, you know, I just fed off of other artists. I fed off of, you know, the dudes that was making music in the you know, in the box. You feel me? And yeah, it made me have a real versatile flow. Like, You know, and not only that, I listen to a lot of music. Like I listen to rock, I listen to country. You know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to old school music. You know, the Temptations. Like you know what I'm saying? That was a Temptation CD. CD was the first CD I ever bought. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, the music that I listen to helps me, you know, have a versatile like flow because I listen to a lot of different music. Like I don't just listen to one artist or I don't just listen to trap music or R&B. Nah, like I take, you know what I'm saying, shit from all genres of music, you know what I'm saying? And it just helped me get that sound that I want, you know, so.
Yeah, you might have to drop a project called Solitude.
Yeah, facts.
You know like, since that developed a lot of your style and everything, man. So
yeah, most definitely. I think I can see that happening.
Let's get out of here by letting everybody know like where they can find Judah's music every day. You know what I'm saying? Like if they want to go look for you on social media, where they can find you on that as well.
Okay, my Instagram is HNL_Judah. That's my Instagram. SoundCloud, HNL Judah. YouTube, type in Hit Clan, you know what I'm saying, HNL Judah, pop up. I have a song on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, but that's under King Judah. It will be under HNL Judah soon, but right now it's under King Judah. So if you type in King Judah on Apple Music, and you know what I'm saying, it'll come up. Yeah, and I'll be dropping this project soon, and that's going to be out everywhere on all platforms. So definitely be looking for that.
All right, Judah, we out.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.